Hey everybody, welcome back to the Turnout. I'm your host, Aloy. Don't forget to check out usaaudiences.com for special event, movie screening invites. And we are back with the newest episode of Charmed. I finally got to watch it. I'm a little bit late on that, but I did get to watch it, and I've been silent for the last couple of weeks, and I apologize for that. The main thing is that I got sick. It was not COVID-19, but I got the regular flu, and then also we had some other stuff happen in our family, so I took a little bit of time away, but I am back. I'm hoping that I'll be able to start getting some videos up and running soon, of course. But of course, with all the social distancing, I have my family around me all the time, so recording will be interesting. We'll see what happens. But this episode of Charmed was called Third Time's the Charm, which I thought was actually kind of clever, really, if you think about it. But it is the third time, spoiler alert, that they attempt the ritual to reinstate the power of three. Now, there's a whole bunch of different circumstances that happen that make this a thing. So let's go through those things. The show actually starts off this episode pretty good with the sisters really getting along, and actually they felt very sisterly in this episode, which we have not had in previous episodes. It almost seems like they had, I might have to go check the credits, but it almost seemed like there was a different kind of writer, or maybe there was a different director or something. They did something different that they actually felt like they could be close. Then they go and they fight this big bad demon that's being held by the true believers, and this is like the first time that they're like, hey, maybe all three of us go and fight the thing. It's like, normally it's like, you two go and I'll stay here, and it's like, oh gosh. But anyway, they actually did go, all three of them. They went and fought this demon, and they didn't defeat it, but they ran. But they found this old lady in the trunk, and this lady revealed that her name was Celeste, and she was one of the elders. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, one of the elders. I like that. The fact that they're not all dead is like, whoa, okay, because I thought they were all dead, but she's basically just been in hiding. And of course, the first thing she does is she's like, oh, well, I designed this place. You just do this and blah, blah, blah. She turned it from seeing witches to seeing demon mode, the big computer, the dumb witchy computer. The dumb witchy computer.
Rowela daemonum inimicum. That's how you put it in demon spotting mode.
Wow, that is useful.
You guys know what I'm talking about when I say the big dumb witchy computer. Anyway, I actually really enjoyed kind of her coming in and being kind of very matter-of-fact about things. And then she's like, cool, so, as long as we have the power of three, we're going to be fine. They're like, we ain't got the power of three. And she's like, oh, well then let me just start casting magic at you. And they're like, hold up here. She's like, no, I'm not going to hold up. And you know what? It was very annoying to me. I understood, their resistance. I was like, oh, yeah, I would totally be resisting, too. I got what she was doing as well. But, there is kind of that thing about being called the elders, is that you feel like you know better. You know what I mean?
She said, wait.
I know this is a bizarre concept to you elders, but no means no.
But she ends up throwing them into some sort of weird nightmare realm where they're partially lucid and partially not. They're in a shared reality, but then only after they die in the reality. I don't know, it's very weird. They each go through their own version of their worst nightmare. And of course, Macy's is that she's replaced with Abigail, which I was like, what? That's your fear? Is that you'll be replaced with Abigail? Yeah, sure, Harry might replace you. Okay. Yeah, we get the whole love triangle. But your sister's replacing you with Abigail, too? That didn't make any sense to me. I thought it was okay, I guess. Maggie's nightmare was that she was actually a little kid, and whatever she said, nobody actually took her seriously. I thought that was kind of interesting.
What is happening? Celeste, she put a spell on me. Just like she did Macy, none of this is real.
And then Mel's was that I guess maybe she thought she was going crazy, so she was in an asylum. So Macy's dream got Maggie killed, and in Maggie's dream got Mel killed. But then what ended up happening was Harry found out that if then Macy died in Mel's dream, then they would all actually die, and they would never wake up. So he had Celeste put him in there too. He saved them. They came out and they yelled at her a little bit, and they all apologized to her because she was apparently a good guy, and it was all about them confronting their fears and all that stuff. And it worked. They confronted their fears. They were no longer scared to be together and to have the power of 3, so they redid the ritual, and it turns out that it was just their own fear that was holding them back this whole time. Interesting. I actually kind of dug it. Like, in a weird, interesting way. I almost want to write, like, an alternative episode. Like, I want to write a different, like, this is what I would say would happen. I wonder if anybody's interested in writing that with me. Just like a fun fan episode. We'll see. And then it ends with them having the power of 3, and they're very excited, and it's gonna go on and do further amazing things in the future. We'll see what ends up happening, but they finally have the power of 3 back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there wasn't a ton of stuff that happened in this episode. It was them wanting to get the power of 3 back. They each had a dream. They got it back, and they defeated the demon at the end. I do want to just note, too, that Harry was just holding the bottle that held his other half, like, but he was, like, holding it like it was, like it was nothing. Like, ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, I was like, why are you even handling it at all? There was, like, a soul in there. Like, come on, what's up with that? That's just me, though. I also want to remark on Macy's, like, extreme Abigail hate. Like, I even understand, like, mistrust and, like, maybe you don't like her, but again, like, I think I said this in the last review, like, she's been helpful. She's been ensuring that witches, like, aren't dying constantly. Every time you've come to her for help, she has helped willingly, even if you've had to, like, kind of trick her into it, but, like, she's always been like, yeah, tell me what you want, and then, yeah, of course, I'll make a deal for it, but she's never, like, said no. So, like, why do you hate her so much? It's just, ugh. I hope that they tone down the Macy hate, essentially. I really hope that they do. But the interesting thing here is that, of course, I saw on their Twitter that filming was actually halted and they were in the middle of episode 20. So, we're going to end up having episodes through episode 19. This one was 15. And then we'll see what ends up happening with those later episodes, those last few episodes that we were supposed to get. Hopefully they're able to get back, you know, on set and get those filmed. And then they can take a big break after. But, like, you know, it's like two and a half episodes. Like, come on, we need those. But I did like the episode. I actually found it more enjoyable than the last few. It ended on an up note, which I also enjoyed, so I'm excited to see what ends up coming. But what do you guys think? Let me know about that all down in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you always know when the Turnout puts out a new video. I also want to say thank you to Kari for subbing in on the last video, and, you know, big help just to be able to get some content here on the channel. Otherwise, I've been your host, Aloy. This has been the Turnout. Thanks for showing up.